Welcome to the MP3 Farms Biosecurity Training and Educational video. We will be covering the topics involved in our biosecurity program, including farm location, shower protocol, pig flow, pest control, and truck transfer and truck washing. MP3 Farms holds themselves to a high standard of producing high health and economically efficient pigs in a socially and environmentally responsible manner. At MP3 Farms, we go to great lengths to ensure the health and safety of our animals. This is why the location of our facilities are carefully considered. Our swine units are located away from other swine facilities, public roads, and other livestock to help prevent the spread of disease. Wildlife and wind direction are also considered when choosing our facility locations. A locked, gated fence surrounds the perimeter of the farm to prevent unwanted animals and people from gaining entry. An access code is required to gain initial entry. Upon entering the front office, visitors will be required to ring the internal doorbell. A friendly farm employee will welcome you to the barn. All visitors go through a screening process before the pass-coded door is unlocked for entry. After this, you will be required to remove your shoes. To do this, sit down on the bench, remove both shoes, being sure not to step onto the dirty side, which is the side you will leave your shoes on. Now, full entry into the building is possible. All items brought into the farm must be disinfected either by a disinfecting spray or through the fumigation room. All visitors are required to sign into the visitor login sheet, which needs to provide us with a name, date, the reason for visiting, recent visits to a foreign country, your last pig contact, and tools and supplies being brought onto the farm. Visitors and new employees are also required to sign the shower agreement form. It is also important to remember that our facilities require a 72-hour cool-down period between swine facilities or contact with other hogs. These steps greatly decrease the chances of disease spread. To prevent the spread of outside contaminants, we have a strict shower in, shower out protocol. All employees and visitors are required to shower before entering the barns. Personal belongings and clothes are left on the first half of the locker room, considered the dirty side, before entering the shower. Showering should take at least 3 minutes long, making sure to shampoo and wash thoroughly. After showering, employees and visitors step into the second half of the locker room, otherwise known as the clean side, where farm clothes and towels are provided. It is crucial that employees and visitors do not step back into the dirty side once dressed in the farm provided clothing. Otherwise, they will be required to re-shower and a new set of clean clothes will need to be provided. When showering out, be sure to leave items located on the clean side. This includes towels, clothes, and personal items. The showers are considered a midway point between the clean and dirty side. If you do not adhere to these proper biosecurity protocols, you are at risk for termination of employment. Washers and dryers are located on the farm side once exiting the showers. Employees are held responsible in the washing and drying of their own clothes and towels. Large and bulk items are placed in the fumigation room before stepping over the boot barrier. The fumigator is ran on the farm side. Items are considered to be dirty until fumigation is completed. Fumigation is done to properly disinfect items before entering the barn. When getting ready to enter the barn, be sure to grab the sufficient amount of supplies you may need, then enter the boot room where boots are supplied for all employees. Boots are stored on the boot racks to prevent clutter and to ensure the boots dry properly. It is very important that boots do not enter the office area. Boots are provided separately for the farrowing barns and gestation barns. When entering into the farrowing barn hallways, it is important to stop and wash your boots on every boot wash station that is passed. Be sure to spray the top and bottom of your boots thoroughly, removing all organic matter. When entering into a farrowing room, be sure to again wash your boots before walking throughout the room. Put on clean examination gloves before interacting with piglets, and remember to change gloves between each crate to prevent the spread of disease. Do not step into the crates, but in rare cases where it is necessary, sanitary boot covers are required. Dispose the used items in the proper receptacles. Windows located in the farrowing barns are to remain closed and locked at all times to prevent potential hazards, such as birds coming in and spreading disease. Doors in the farrowing barn hallways are to remain closed at all times. If employees step outside of that boundary, they are to remain outside and are expected to walk around to the main office and follow the proper showering in procedures. If you do not adhere to these proper biosecurity protocols, you are at risk for termination of employment. After handling older piglets, it is necessary to change clothes to prevent disease spread before handling younger piglets. This is also an important factor to remember when crossing over from the gestation barns to the farrowing barns. When transferring sows and gilts from the gestation barns into the farrowing barns, they will need to be sanitized in the sow washing station. There, they are soaped down with hogwash and scrubbed fully, ensuring that the feet and underline are paid special attention to. They are then completely rinsed and then sent to their farrowing rooms. Before entering the farrowing rooms, the sows and gilts are sent through the foot bath containing a bleach water solution. This ensures the bottom of their feet are being sanitized as well. Before sows can enter into the farrowing crates, the rooms must be power washed and sanitized using Synergize. Green mats for moisture absorption should be placed within the clean crates. 2 heat lamps and a black mat should also be placed in the crate before the sows are able to enter. This needs to be done after each weaning to ensure the newly born piglets will be in the cleanest environment as possible. Truck drivers load pigs from the loading ramp onto the truck, making sure not to cross over the barn door barrier. The internal truck is only used to transfer pigs onto the customer's trailer off-site. This transfer procedure is done to prevent contamination between farms and increases our own safety barrier. The internal truck is backed up to the customer's truck to facilitate transfer. The truck drivers are required to wear personal protective equipment while inside the trailers. Sorting boards and shakers are used to move piglets humanely between trucks. The transfer is done off-site at the truck scale so the internal truck can be weighed before and after transfer. After the transfer, the truck is taken to the off-site truck wash where it must be washed before it can be reused. Different diseases can easily be picked up between the farm and the transfer location through fecal matter and dust particles. The sanitation of these trailers helps to prevent our farm from transmitting a disease and also preventing our own farm from catching a new one. Proper cleaning prior to disinfection is a critical step for preventing disease spread. The truck and trailer must be thoroughly cleaned, washed, disinfected, and completely dry. This involves 4 steps. The first step being the trailer and all equipment must be free of visible manure, shavings, and dirt prior to disinfection. Step 2. While using hot water, pressure wash the interior of the trailer from the top of the trailer to the bottom. This is including any winter panels, ramps, gates, and crowd boards. Step 3. Apply disinfectant thoroughly to all interior surfaces. Step 4. Use heat-assisted drying at a temperature of 160 degrees Fahrenheit for about 30 minutes to ensure that all diseases have been killed.